It's not talent that sets you apart. It's what you do when no one's watching. So you gotta ask yourself, am I wasting time or am I planting seeds for the future I want? Let's talk about Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal didn't survive Hollywood because of luck. Born into a family of filmmakers. But don't let the name fool you, because that name, it definitely got his foot in the door, but it never kept him there. Jake built his reputation the hard way, through heartbreak, reinvention, and roles that most actors would be too scared to touch. This isn't just a story about privilege. This is about proving yourself, every single time. Jake was born in Los Angeles in 1980. His father, Stephen Gyllenhaal, was a director. His mother, Naomi Fauner, an award-winning screenwriter. And his sister Maggie was already carving her own space in the industry. Now from the outside, it looks like a shortcut to success. But from the inside, that's pressure. Jake's parents didn't give him access. They gave him expectations. He wasn't handed roles. He had to fight the shadow of being a Hollywood kid. He got rejected from early projects because of his last name. Casting directors thought he wouldn't be able to handle serious work. In 2001, Donnie Darko dropped, a strange, haunting film about time travel, paranoia, and teenage isolation. It flopped at the box office, but it found a second life. And Jake Gyllenhaal, he didn't just act in that movie, he became that movie. Suddenly, he wasn't just a kid with a famous name. He was the face of a cult classic. Jake's performance had depth, confusion, anger, and vulnerability. He wasn't chasing stardom. He was chasing the truth in each role. And that's when everything changed. Success didn't come in a straight line, and it never does. Jake faced setbacks, some personal, some professional. And during that same period, some of his projects underperformed. Films like Bubble Boy left people questioning his direction. But Jake didn't give up. He adjusted. He dug deeper, took risks. If you want longevity, you can't play it safe. Then came Brokeback Mountain, a bold, emotional film that took on love, repression, and masculinity in a way Hollywood hadn't dared in years. Jake's performance as Jack Twist shattered expectations. It earned him an Academy Award nomination, but more importantly, it showed the world that he wasn't afraid to be vulnerable, to be judged, to take a role that other actors ran from. He leaned into discomfort, and it paid off. In 2014, Jake delivered the performance of his life. Nightcrawler. He lost 30 pounds. He transformed his body, his eyes, his presence. He played Lou Bloom, a sociopath obsessed with capturing footage of crime and tragedy. It wasn't just acting, it was haunting. Jake stayed in character. He studied real-world behavior. He became uncomfortable to watch. And that was the point. That role didn't just put him on the map. It proved he was no longer playing characters. He was becoming them. Then came Southpaw. Jake bulked up with brutal training, woke up at 4 a.m., trained twice a day, and threw real punches. He built a fighter's body and broke it down again and again. Because pain makes performance real, and Jake doesn't fake pain. He studies it. He lives it. This wasn't about the screen. It was about discipline, about choosing hard work over shortcuts. And once again, it paid off.
Like, you talk about craft and what it takes to be a performer, what it takes to be an actor, there were times when everyone had to have all of those skills, and it's a thing I think about a lot and I talk a lot about, because there seems to be this kind of this sort of, people are in awe of the process of an actor, and I think like that's the process. That's what every actor should do. They go, well, I hear you do a lot of preparation, and you spend a couple months really working on a character, and I'm like, that's what every actor there should be. Preparation and discipline is a huge part of it, and craft is everything. It's weird. It's a strange time, like how we define this profession.
Jake could have coasted after that, taken big budget roles and checked out, but he didn't. He took on another role in the film Prisoners, where he played a detective unraveling in the darkness. The film The Guilty, where he carried an entire movie from behind a desk. The movie Ambulance, where he brought adrenaline and madness in equal measure. Jake doesn't just choose roles because they're popular. He chooses them because they challenge him, because they push him, because he still cares. After decades in this business, that's rare. So what can Jake's story actually teach us? Here are 4 lessons you can apply right now. Number 1, talent isn't enough. Obsession is required. Jake didn't just want to act. He wanted to challenge himself. He wanted to break new barriers. He wanted to step into roles that stretched him and forced him to grow. Number 2, vulnerability is strength. A lot of Jake's breakout roles revealed the true power of vulnerability. We're often told that being vulnerable makes us weak, but it's actually the complete opposite. Real strength comes when you're real with yourself. That's the kind of strength that will set you apart. Number 3, reinvention is the key to longevity. From dropping weight for demanding roles to building serious muscle for physical ones, Jake proves that transformation isn't just survival, it's the gateway to greater opportunity. Number 4, pain builds power. Real growth requires pain. Jake never ran from it. He used it to evolve. And that's the price you pay to build inner strength. Jake Gyllenhaal didn't just grow up in Hollywood. He rebuilt himself in it, over and over again, through discipline, pain, and vulnerability. And if you're on your own individual journey to improving your life, so can you. Take control or be controlled.